war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. Christ the royal master leads against the foe. Forward into battle, see his banners go. Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. Oh, for a faith that will not shrink, though pressed by every foe, that will not tremble on the brink of any earthly woe, that will not murmur or complain beneath a chastening rod, but in the hour of grief or pain will lean upon its God. A faith that shines more bright and clear when tempest rage without, that when in danger knows no fear, in darkness feels no doubt. Lord, give us such a faith as this, and then whate'er may come, we'll taste and hear the hallowed bliss of an eternal home. A charge to keep I have, a God to glorify, a never-dying soul to save, and fit it for the sky, to serve the present age, my calling to fulfill. Oh, may it all my powers engage to do my Master's will. Arm me with jealous care, as in thy sight to live, and o'er thy servant, Lord, prepare a strict account to give. Help me to watch and pray, and on thyself rely, assured if I my trust betray, I shall forever die. Rise up, O men of God, have done with lesser things, give heart and mind and soul and strength to serve the King of Kings. Rise up, O men of God, his kingdom tarries long. Bring in the day of brotherhood and end the night of wrong. Rise up, O men of God, the church for you doth wait, her strength unequal to her task. Rise up and make her great. Lift high the cross of Christ, tread where his feet have trod, as brothers of the Son of Man. Rise up, O men of God.
This is your Noontime Nuggets. Golden nuggets of wisdom from God's Word. Just a second here. How's everybody doing? I see that we got one on here over on Facebook. I'm just finishing up the tagging, and there we go. Hey, Reba! She says, hi, y'all. Hi, CJ. She laughs and waves. I got my tagging done. Good. Glad you're doing well. And I don't. My shirt. Oh, my shirt is green. I always tend to do that. Oh well. This is Noontime Nuggets. How you doing, Reba? It's good to see you. We will be in Ecclesiastes 1 today. And I will start. Reba says, I'm doing okay today. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Yep. Glad to be on with you all. Okay, so let's see what I need to do. I need to go to the Ecclesiastes. Alright. Hey, DCG's here. She says, oh, I just finished sanitizing the floor with shaving cream. No, I didn't shave, but gonna listen and drive. Alright. It's good that you didn't shave. Glad to have you. We are going to be in Ecclesiastes 1. Let's read and then get into the nuggets, shall we? The words of the preacher, the son of David, king in Jerusalem. Vanities of vanities, saith the preacher. Vanity of vanities, all is vanity. What profit hath a man of his labor which he taketh under the sun? One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. The sun also arises, and the sun goeth down, and hasteth to the place where it arose. The wind goeth toward the north, and turneth around unto the north. It whirleth about continually, and the wind returneth again according to his circuits. All the rivers run to the sea, yet the sea is not full. Unto the place from whence the rivers come, thither they return again. All things are full of labor. Man cannot utter it. The eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing. The thing that hath been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it may be said, See, this is new? It hath been done already of old time, which was before us. There is no remembrance of the former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. I, the preacher, was king over Israel in Jerusalem. I gave my heart to seek and search out wisdom concerning all things that are done under the sun. This sore travail hath God given to the sons of man to be exercised therewith. I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. That which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. I communed with mine own heart, saying, Lo, I have come to great estate, and have gotten more wisdom than all they that have been before me in Jerusalem. Yea, my heart had great experience of wisdom and knowledge. And I gave my heart to know wisdom, and to know madness and folly. I perceive that this also is vexation of spirit. For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increases sorrow. So there's a couple of threads that run through Ecclesiastes 1. It starts off with the words of the preacher, the son of David, king in Jerusalem. Some have speculated who this is, if it is Rehoboam or some other king, but I think it is clear as you read chapter 1, and particularly verse 12, that it's Solomon, because words of the preacher, king in Jerusalem, and verse 12 says, 12 and 13, I, the preacher, was king over Israel in Jerusalem, and I gave my heart to seek and search out wisdom concerning all things that are done under the sun. Well, who is the son of David that asked for wisdom? Well, that would be Solomon, right? 1 Kings chapter 3. God comes to him in a dream and says, "Alright, Solomon, what do you want?" Uh, God basically writes him a blank check and says, "Alright, Solomon, what do you want? I'll give it to you." And Solomon asks for wisdom. And since he asked for wisdom, he got riches and honor and favor among the people, those things that he did not ask for. So I think this is definitely Solomon. You might disagree, but those are my supports for Solomon there. And so he basically gives us the conclusion at the start of the book. Vanity of vanities, saith the preacher. Vanity of vanities, all is vanity. Now we're not talking about a dresser vanity. We're talking about emptiness. And so Solomon's going to contend in this book that life is empty and life is meaningless under the sun. Which will be a theme basically talking about life here and now. Without regards to heaven, life as we experience it right now. And so, what is under the sun? Now, he's going to look at above the sun things. Throughout the book, he's going to peep above the sun and talk about God. But for the most part, what is a life if you take God out of the equation? If you don't look to God, and so one generation passes away, another generation cometh, but the earth abides forever. And so verses 1 through 10 really, Solomon's using illustrations to say there's nothing new under the sun. Verse 10, he says the sun rises up, the sun goes down, and it rises up again. It continues, no real progress. The wind goes to the south and turneth to the north, and it whirleth continually. It's the same thing. You're not getting anywhere. And so he gives verse 7, all rivers run to the sea, yet the sea is never full. They return again, and they run to the sea again. And so you have this idea that life is going to continue, and it looks like there's progress going on, but it just continues as it always has. And so all things are full of labor, man cannot utter it. Oh. The eye is not satisfied with seeing, the ear is not satisfied with hearing. We're unsatisfied. The thing that has been, it will be. There's nothing new under the sun. We think we are so advanced and we've solved uh, all today's problems with our technology and uh, with our technological advancements and with our fancy degrees. We have not solved all the problems. That we haven't done anything new. We're just doing the same thing in a different way that's already been done before. And so there's nothing new under the sun. And so it has been already. It is. Is there anything Robert said? See, this is new. And Solomon says, no, it's been done before. We're just doing the same thing in a different way. And so, I, the preacher, was king of Israel and Jerusalem, and I gave my heart to seek and search out by wisdom concerning all the things that are done under heaven, and this sore travail had God given to the sons of man. So Solomon says, I'm going to conduct an experiment, and he's going to seek out wisdom, and he gives us the conclusion of the experiment here, verse 2. Vanity of vanities, says the preacher, all is vanity. And he gives us the conclusion in verse 14. I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. You know, this vexation of spirit striving after the wind. Have you ever, maybe when you were a little kid, tried to catch the wind? You can't catch it. You always, it's not a substance, and so that which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. This really sounds depressing, and some people think this is one of the most depressing books of the Bible. And if you look at it the wrong way, it is depressing. But Solomon is going to, and Levi and Hosea will talk about this as we go through the nuggets, as we go through the book. Solomon is telling us, okay, this is the way life is without God. The last chapter, he's going to say, fear God, keep his commandments. Solomon tells us how bad life without God is in order to get us to see the value of life with God. And so that's what he's doing there. Hey, viewer. I communed with mine own heart, saying, Lo, I have come to great estate, and I've given wisdom, gotten more wisdom than all they that have been before me in Jerusalem. Yea, my heart had great experience, wisdom, and knowledge, and I gave my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly, and this is vexation of spirit. striving after the wind, as the ESV says. And so, even if you're the wisest person on the earth, wisest king like Solomon was, it's still madness and folly. It does you no good. And so, for in much knowledge is much grief, and he that increases knowledge increases sorrow. The more you know, the more you see how sinful the world is, the more you're aware of, you see the corruption. And so, you know, it has been said that the happiest people are those who have mental disabilities. And I think that's true because of this verse. They have no knowledge of the foolishness under the sun. They're oblivious of it. And so the more you know, the more you understand, but the more grief it causes to you because you understand the sin. But it's not an excuse to live in a bubble, it's just the reality of life. And so chapter 1 gives us a good framework for what he's going to do for the rest of the book. And so tomorrow, I think O'Shea will be back to go through chapter 2. But that was your nugget of wisdom from Solomon today. Thank you all for joining. Reba, DJ Vera, good to have you all. And we will see you next time. God bless. Yes, Vera says we just did a study of Ecclesiastes for Wednesday Bible study. So many good nuggets of wisdom. Amen. Alrighty. Well, I will see you all. I'll see some of you at 2 o'clock. Thank you all. God bless.